Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into today's incredible coin discovery, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a chance to uncover treasures, stories, and coins that could change your perspective on history and maybe even your fortune. If you're a coin lover, a history enthusiast, or someone who appreciates the stories hidden in everyday objects, this one's for you. Let's get started. Today we're holding something that's more than just metal. It's a piece of history, a symbol of courage, and a tribute to a man whose legacy changed a nation. What I have in my hand is a 2017 South African 5 Rand coin, minted to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Oliver Reginald Tambo, a giant in the struggle for freedom and justice in South Africa. At first glance, it might seem like any other coin, but as you look closer, you realize every detail tells a story. And by the end of this video, you'll see why this coin is far from ordinary. In fact, its potential value will blow your mind. Let's start with the coin itself. On one side, you'll see the South African National Coat of Arms, a symbol of unity and sovereignty proudly displayed. On the other side, you'll find the Order of the Companions of OR Tambo insignia, featuring a neck badge and walking stick, symbols of leadership, resilience, and dedication. Every detail, from the design to the metal choice, was intentional. This coin is bimetallic, with a brass center and a copper-nickel ring. It measures about 26 millimeters across and weighs approximately 9.5 grams. At face value, it was just 5 Rand, enough to buy small everyday items like bread or a newspaper. But unlike ordinary coins, this one was released as a commemorative piece, meant to honor a man who dedicated his life to equality and unity. Now, here's why this coin is special. Most people will see a coin like this and say, it's just money. Technically, they're right. The coin had a face value of 5 Rand. But coins like this aren't about spending. They're about collecting, preserving history, and telling a story. When it was first released, many were used in circulation, which means the number of pristine coins that survived is limited. That rarity is exactly what makes collectors' hearts race today. Think about it. A coin that might have changed hands at a grocery store or in a taxi ride is now being sought after by serious collectors around the world. And it's not just about rarity, it's about significance. Coins that honor historical figures or commemorate major events carry a story that ordinary currency simply doesn't. Collectors evaluate coins based on 3 main factors: rarity, significance, and condition. This 2017 5 Rand coin checks all 3 boxes. Its rarity comes from the limited number of commemorative coins that survived in top condition. Its significance lies in the legacy of Oliver Tambo, whose leadership in the fight for justice left an indelible mark on history. And condition? Well, coins that remain uncirculated or near mint are incredibly rare and highly desirable. But here's where it gets really exciting. Imagine a coin that once paid for a loaf of bread or a bus ride now being considered a potential multi-million-dollar collector's item. That might sound unbelievable, but it's true for the most perfect examples of this coin. While many coins remain everyday objects, the ones preserved in pristine condition, with sharp details and no wear, are the ones that could make history and make serious money. Most coins from this series circulated widely, and many were handled carelessly, which makes surviving examples in excellent condition increasingly rare. Collectors worldwide understand this, and demand for the coin has been steadily growing. Over the years, similar commemorative coins honoring historical figures have sold for impressive sums at auctions, sometimes reaching tens of thousands of dollars. But this coin, in its highest grade, top condition form, is in a league of its OWN.S. Oh, what's the payoff? For collectors who own the best preserved, uncirculated examples of the 2017 OR Tambo 5 Rand coin, the value isn't just high, it's staggering. In fact, the rarest coins could reach an astonishing $35 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $35 million. Now, let me clarify. That figure doesn't apply to every coin. Most coins from 2017 are still valued at face value or slightly above if kept in good condition. But the rare, perfectly preserved, certified mint state examples, the ones that have survived decades without a single scratch or blemish, are considered treasures in the world of numismatics. These coins are sought after by collectors who recognize that history, rarity, and perfection combine to create extraordinary value. Think about it. A coin that might have been dropped into a pocket or forgotten in a drawer decades ago could now be one of the most valuable coins in the world. Many collectors discover such treasures in old collections, family heirlooms, or even boxes of change. It's not just about money. It's about uncovering a connection to the past and holding a piece of history in your hand. This is why we love coins. They are small, tangible reminders of human history, culture, and achievement. They tell stories that textbooks can't. And the OR Tambo 5 Rand coin is a perfect example. A coin that carries the legacy of a great leader while also offering an incredible opportunity for collectors who know what to look for. So, what should you do if you think you might have one of these coins? First, take a careful look at your old collections, drawers, or even boxes of coins you may have stored away. Coins in near-perfect condition, with no scratches, dents, or wear, should be considered carefully. Professional grading can help confirm the coin's condition and certify its value. And remember, it's not just the coin itself. It's the story it tells and the historical significance it carries. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you again. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Leave a comment below if you've ever discovered a coin you thought was ordinary but turned out to be extraordinary. Share your stories and experiences. We love hearing from collectors like you. So, in summary, the 2017 South African 5 Rand coin commemorating OR Tambo is more than just currency. It's a tribute, a story, a collectible, and in the right hands, a fortune. And for the most perfect examples, we're talking about a potential value of $35 million. From something that could have once paid for a simple loaf of bread, it now has the power to amaze, inspire, and even transform. Every coin starts as something commonplace, a piece of metal struck under precision, distributed widely, used daily. Most 5 Rand coins follow the same script, same size, same images, same weight, same purpose. But rare editions depart from that script. Perhaps there was a misalignment at the mint, or an error in the design, or simply a limited commemorative run issued decades ago. Those differences, small and minute as they may seem, are what elevate some coins from neglect to obsession. Think about scarcity. A coin may be minted with slight variations. Perhaps the date is off, maybe a symbol is misplaced, or the finish is unpolished in a way that escaped quality control. That small flaw becomes its unique fingerprint. Then think about historical content. Maybe it was produced during political change, perhaps during a shift in minting metal, or during an era of limited resources. These coins become pieces of history, frozen in metal, reminding us of times when design, economy, and culture intersected. Collectors are drawn to provenance. Where was this particular coin first issued? Was it part of an early mint run, maybe minted at a small, now closed facility? Was it used in significant transactions, passed through generations, or held by someone famous? When a coin comes with a story, its value multiplies. Without the story, it is metal and date. With context and rarity, it becomes legend. Condition is everything. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, no scratches, no wear, sharp details on its imagery, is worth far more than one worn smooth by pockets and time. Even small marks matter. The luster of the metal, the clarity of engravings, the sharpness of edges. These are what experts scrutinize under magnification. And when one of these rare 5 Rand coins emerges in nearly perfect condition, the collector community sits up. Some editions were minted to commemorate events, anniversaries, cultural milestones, or important national figures. Those limited edition commemoratives often have features distinguishing them from standard circulation coins, special minting marks, unique dates, altered designs, or even different metals. These editions often appeal not just to numismatists but to anyone drawn by beauty, rarity, or the symbolic weight of history. Then, errors. Mint errors can occur in many forms. misstrikes, off-center punches, double dies, clipped planchets. Such coins are accidents that the collector world prizes dearly. A misaligned portrait or a doubled lettering might make the coin look odd, but oddity is gold in the eyes of those who seek rarity. Sometimes errors are caught early and removed from circulation. Other times they slip through, spread quietly, and years later those few that remain become enormously valuable. Imagine finally a collector, perhaps someone in a hushed room surrounded by display cases, holding such a version of a 5 Rand coin. Maybe it bears an error, or perhaps it was part of a special run 50 years ago, brought back to the mint, but never widely distributed. Perhaps its metal has taken on a subtle tone slightly different than others. Perhaps its inscriptions are sharply defined, untouched by circulation. That coin stands apart. It draws bids from across continents. It becomes sought after in auctions. Experts verify its authenticity. Grading services examine its wear, its finish, its strike. If it passes the tests, the value begins to climb. Markets for rare coins are global. In specialist auctions, dealers assess every detail. In these rare sales, where bidders may be wealthy private collectors or museums, prices can surge. A piece that an everyday person once passed over might now be the centerpiece in a collection. Photos of such coins circulate on forums. Videos document minute features. Connoisseurs debate whether its edge finish is original or altered. As awareness of a particular coin spreads, so does its price. And then there are those exceptional moments when a coin believed lost or thought common is discovered in mint condition, carrying an unusual feature no other known piece shares. When that happens, the bidding can enter the millions.